Chapter 1. The Ascent Begins. Once upon a time, in a quaint little town, lived Milo, a young man whose dreams knew no bounds. His love for the mountains was fierce and so true. He'd climb them and conquer, no peak he'd eschew. Milo was eager, his passion aflame, to scale the world's highest, the great Everest's fame. With gear in his backpack, excitement in air, he set off on a journey, both thrilling and rare. As Milo ascended, he marveled at the sight. The mountains around him, a pure, wondrous delight. The air grew much thinner, the wind fierce and cold, but Milo pressed on, determined and bold. The sun dipped below, the horizon aglow, when Milo encountered ice, rocks and snow. A treacherous landscape, a challenge so great, but Milo believed it was simply his fate. He navigated the terrain with skill and with grace, when suddenly he slipped, his heart began to race. A fall so disastrous, a turn so severe, Milo lost his leg, his future unclear. The ascent had been halted, but Milo, undeterred, knew this was just the beginning, his story unheard. For deep in his heart, a new dream took flight. He'd return to Everest and conquer its height. Chapter 2. A New Path. Months had passed by, and Milo had grown, accepting his fate, but not one to bemoan. His spirit was strong, his resolve unshaken. For a new path in life, he was now undertaken. He learned to adapt, to embrace the unknown. A life with one leg, a challenge to own. With grit and with courage, he fought every day, to stand up and walk, to find his own way. In a world full of wonder, Milo soon found the realm of adaptive sports, where dreams could abound. He saw athletes with heart, so fierce and so strong. Their disabilities faced, but they still belonged. Inspired by their strength, Milo made up his mind to return to Mount Everest, the peak he'd yet to find. His dream now reborn, his spirit ignited, he knew deep within, his future was brightened. Milo's journey ahead would be tough, that was clear, but with newfound hope, he'd conquer his fear. For every step taken, with his prosthetic leg, he'd carry his dream, his passion, his pledge. Chapter 3. The Dream Team. As days turned to weeks, Milo soon came to meet a group of new friends who shared his heartbeat. Their love for adventure and mountains was clear. Together they'd climb, in high spirits they'd cheer. There was Emily, a climber who'd conquered great heights, her skill and experience guiding them through nights. And Jackson, so witty, a master of maps, his knowledge of routes helping bypass mishaps. Sophia, so caring, a nurse by profession, her warmth and her kindness, a true gift and blessing. And finally, there was Leo, with strength so immense, his courage and determination, a powerful defense. This group formed a bond, their dreams intertwined, to conquer Mount Everest, their futures aligned. They trained and they planned, their excitement was clear, for they knew that together, they'd conquer their fear. The dream team was ready, their spirits were high. With love and support, they'd reach for the sky. Milo, now stronger, felt joy in his heart, his dream within reach, and this was just the start. Chapter 4. Preparing for the climb. The time had now come to prepare for their quest. To climb the great Everest, they give it their best. Milo and friends trained with vigor and zest, their bodies and minds put to the ultimate test. With a prosthetic leg designed just for the climb, Milo practiced each day, improving with time. He mastered new techniques for scaling the heights, his one-legged triumph, a beacon of light. Together they hiked through forests and hills. They learned about teamwork and honed their skills. From tying strong knots to setting up tents, each lesson they learned, no detail was missed. Mentally focused, with goals set in mind, the team practiced patience and the strength they'd find. Through meditation and breathing, they calmed their fears, their minds now prepared to persevere. As the days turned to weeks, their training complete, the dream team was ready, their fate they'd meet. With hearts full of hope and a fire inside, they'd conquer Mount Everest side by side. Chapter 5: The Journey to Everest. At last the day came when the team set forth. To Nepal they traveled, to the mountain's base due north. Their spirits were soaring, their hearts filled with glee, for they knew in their hearts they'd make history. Upon their arrival, they marveled and gazed at the vibrant colors, the culture amazed. The people so kind, their smiles so bright, a land of pure beauty, a truly enchanting sight. They ventured through markets and temples of old, the stories they heard, the secrets untold. With each step they took through the land of Nepal, they felt a deep connection as if hearing a call. As days turned to weeks, the team ventured on, through valleys and rivers, till the city was gone. The air grew much cooler, the mountains in view, Mount Everest beckoning, a dream to pursue. The journey to Everest, a tale to be told, of friendship and laughter, of dreams to unfold. The dream team united, their mission in sight, together they conquer the great mountain's height. Chapter 6: Base Camp Beginnings. At last, they arrived at the foot of the peak, Mount Everest's base camp, their spirits at their peak. A world full of ice and snow-covered ground. A challenge awaited, but hope still resounded. To acclimatize was the very first task. In the thin mountain air, they'd breathe with a gasp. For days they adjusted to the cold and the height, their bodies adapting, preparing for the fight. In the camp, they bonded with climbers from near and far, sharing stories of courage beneath the bright stars. Their friendships grew stronger as they huddled each night. A family of dreamers, their futures so bright. Milo and the team, they learned and they trained. With experts and Sherpas, their knowledge was gained. They practiced crevasse crossings and scaling steep ice. Their teamwork and trust, a bond that was nice. As the days turned to weeks, the dream team was set, their hearts full of courage, their minds free of fret. From base camp beginnings, their journey would start, to conquer Mount Everest with brave, loving hearts. Chapter 7: Overcoming Obstacles. With their packs on their backs, the ascent had begun. The dream team was ready, their fears overcome. Through snowstorms and wind, they pressed ever on, climbing the mountain from dusk until dawn. The obstacles faced were many and vast, but together they conquered, their bond steadfast. Crevasse crossings were treacherous, but they would not yield. With trust in each other, their fate was sealed. The Lutz face loomed, a challenge so great, but Milo climbed bravely, his friends by his side, his fate. His prosthetic leg firm, his spirit aflame, he scaled the steep ice in pursuit of his aim. Avalanches roared and the cold bit deep, but the dream team pressed on, their goal they would keep. Through teamwork and courage, they overcame every test. Their hearts full of hope, they gave it their best. With each step they took, their friendship grew stronger, their belief in themselves propelling them longer. They faced every challenge with love and with grace. Together they climbed towards Everest's embrace. Chapter 8: The Final Push. With the summit in sight, they knew they were near. The final push loomed, but they conquered their fear. Through sleepless nights and biting wind's song, the dream team pressed on, resolute and strong. The Hillary step, a challenge so bold, but Milo climbed fiercely, his story untold. With his friends by his side, they climbed as one, their bond unbreakable, their journey almost done. The air was so thin, each breath a small fight, but they pushed through the struggle, their goal in their sight. They encouraged each other, their voices like fire, a testament to their love, their burning desire. In the face of adversity, their spirits did soar, the dream team united like never before. With hearts full of hope and eyes full of light, they climbed towards victory with all of their might. As the sun rose above them, the summit grew near. The end of their journey, their triumph was clear. Their final push done, their destiny aligned, the dream team's success, a symbol to mankind. Chapter 9. Triumph at the Top. At last they arrived at the top of the world, their hearts swelled with pride as their dreams unfurled. Milo stood tall, his eyes filled with tears, a testament to strength through all of his fears. His dream now achieved, the first of his kind, a one-legged climber, a victory defined. His friends by his side, their joy overwhelming, a triumph together, their love ever swelling. They gazed at the view, so vast and so wide, the world at their feet, their hearts full of pride. The journey had been long, but they'd conquered the heights. Together they'd triumphed and reached new delights. With the flags of their nations, they stood at the peak, their bond everlasting, a story unique. A moment to cherish, forever they'd share, the memory of Everest, a dream so rare. The dream team embraced, their spirits united, a testament to friendship, their love unrequited. They conquered the mountain, their dreams in their grasp, their victory at the top, a triumph to clasp. Chapter 10. A lasting legacy. Their journey now over, they descended with grace, a bond forged forever in that treacherous place. Back in the valley, they shared their tale of climbing Mount Everest and how they prevailed. The world was inspired by Milo's strong will, his determination and courage, a story to instill. He'd shown that a dream, no matter how vast, could be conquered by anyone with passion steadfast. The dream team, now legends, their names etched in time, a symbol of hope and of dreams that won't be confined. For they knew that together they'd faced every test, their love and their courage, a story to manifest. Milo's legacy flourished, a beacon of hope, encouraging others to dream and to cope. For no disability could keep dreams at bay. With determination and love, anything's possible, they'd say. So remember their journey and the lessons they've taught, the power of friendship and the dreams that they sought. For when faced with adversity and when all seems lost, the dream team's lasting legacy is a story embossed.